Wow, it is cold out today, so we are gonna make this quick. This is a 1983 Chrysler Cordoba that I had purchased up in Vermont probably about a month ago. The car since purchased has been just laying around, loafing around the shop until about 2 days ago when I actually fixed it. Car had an intermittent starting problem, which was underneath the hood with the ignition system. It had a bad ground, the ignition box wasn't grounding out properly, and the box was also fried, and the ballast resistor was badly cracked. It also had a seized brake caliper. I suspect the car probably hadn't been on the road for a while. But battery was charged up. I'll show you the engine under the hood. It's running perfect now. Voila! Small block 318 2-barrel converted to electronic ignition. This right here was one of our problems. That's a big chem box. It had a Mopar box in it. It was junk. It is gone now. That is not a new ballast resistor, but it is what I had on the shelf, and it works. Car also has a new distributor back there, with a new magnetic pickup in it. Battery's probably about, battery's not that old actually. This is actually the battery that was in the car when I got it. Yeah, this thing runs great, very complete, good running car. Low mileage too, 41,000 maybe. So we'll take a look at that in a second. The car has some paint peeling issues, paint defects, which is up on the hood there. It is not rusty, I believe that's the primer. So, just get a little thin, a little oxidation. A little bit of peeling, not too bad. And the Lando roof is actually in relatively great shape. Some of these cars actually did used to have windows up here on the roof. And fun fact, they are still there. They're underneath the roof. When a car got a Lando top, they just covered up the glass and left it in every single car. If we look in the back here, you can even see the inserts right there. You take that insert off, there's a window back there. The car actually had come out from Missouri. From what I understand from the paperwork I went through, the car had started life in Missouri. It was then sold to a gentleman in Vermont. They had it shipped here, and then I bought it off of them. And they had it for roughly 10 years. I'll have to check the paperwork over again. All right. Crank windows, manual locks, air conditioning, heat, aftermarket radio. Temp gauge does not work, but somebody had installed an aftermarket gauge below here, which is functioning perfectly. I do have the original keys for it. These are duplicates. That motor runs perfect. This is probably one of the nicest running cars I've bought in a long time. It's smooth as glass. And the dash pad is impeccably gorgeous. Never find these cars with dash pads in this nice a shape. You could tell this thing was cared for. This car was on the same platform, pretty close to a Murata, and quite honestly, I think a Murata is much nicer. Nonetheless, you get what you get now. This is what survived. This one's in pretty damn good shape. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad I purchased it. I'm glad I fixed it. It's stuff like this that when you have an electrical problem like the one this had, people get frustrated, they give up on things, they junk them. So that was not one of those cases. This car runs pretty damn good. I actually kind of like it. Not a single squeak or a rattle in it. Engine pulls nice for a smog motor. They made like no power, but they ran good, so it's all that matters. Climate control stuff, all is functional. Yeah, this is a good car. It's a very good car.